Mad Love.
Tonight on Sports Saturday, bad blood reigns in the Magic City. The state's first championship boxing match is on.
I'm talking, dog. The champ is talking.
Can Deontay Wilder defend his belt, or will Molina drum up an upset win?
I'm ready to throw some real big punches.
Plus, another big commitment for Nick Saban and the Tide.
I'm still coming with more.
Good, Deontay. So are we. It's day one at the College World Series. Could the Omahogs pull one out against the Wahoos?
I guarantee you all ain't going home with no belt. I promise you that.
So roll on in. Sports Saturday has come to save your day.
I mean, it's like a lifeline.
That's right, LeBron. 15 minutes of sports to relax to. We'll sign off on that.
That'd be signature enough for me.
Thanks, Steph. And we start right now.
You in my home, stay home, boy.
Of the University of Alabama. Live sports from Alabama's sports team. This is WVUA Sports.
Well, it's finally here, the big one. Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, defending his WBC heavyweight belt against Eric, the drummer boy, Molina. It's going down right now. As a matter of fact, it just ended at Bartow Arena in Birmingham. It's Wilder's first title defense, and welcome in, everyone, to Sports Saturday. I'm BJ Milliken alongside Jen Chapman. And Jen, it's been a long time coming since Deontay won the title in January. Now he's in the ring once again.
And it's a sold-out Alabama crowd at Bartow Arena in Birmingham, and that's where our own crew is standing by. Sports director Gary Harris had a ringside seat to all the action at Bartow, and he joins us now. Gary?
Thanks, guys. What a fight tonight here at Bartow Arena in Birmingham. It has just ended a couple of minutes ago. Deontay Wilder winning over Eric Molina with a technical knockout in the 9th round. But I got to tell you something. This was a heck of a fight. Molina was game. A homecoming fight for Deontay, defending his title here in Birmingham, making his first title defense in his home state at Bartow Arena. Of course, the crowd, all 9,000, the majority of them for Deontay, just a few Molina supporters, but Molina was game. I've got to tell you something. In the first round, Deontay controlled the pace and won the round. In the second round, though, you saw that it was going to be competitive. Molina landed a couple shots to Deontay's chin. In the third round, Molina caught Deontay again. But in the fourth round is when Deontay started to show his power. He landed a left hand, knocked down Molina. In the 5th round, he knocked him down again. It looked like Molina was going to go. Again, you wonder about the right hand of Deontay Wilder, if it's 100% healthy, because he could not keep him on the canvas. Round 6, 7, and 8, very competitive. But in round 9, Deontay finally wins it. All those punches that he threw got it done for the victory. All right, joining me now from 99.1 Tide FM, The Game, Ryan Fowler, local radio show host in Tuscaloosa, watching the fight. I had to come back here to the concourse a little earlier, so I didn't actually see the technical knockout. Tell me about the 9th round and exactly what happened.
Well, the 9th round, it seemed like Wilder just really started to the crowd got behind him, obviously, and started pushing him, and you could tell that he feeded off those emotions. But in the 8th round, Molina really had a couple of really good shots, and you could see that that was wearing on Deontay, but I think that may have woke him up in the 9th round because it was a big hook, big land from Wilder, and then it was good night, Molina. See you Sunday morning.
So all's well that ends well, but I think this fight more competitive, I know, than I thought it would be, and I think that most boxing observers thought it would be. One thing I did notice, when Deontay backs up, he drops those hands and he lowers that chin, and he got stung a couple of times. We saw him wobbled in this fight.
Well, I think that one of the things that you've got to look at is Wilder put on 10 pounds. And we've watched him throughout Tuscaloosa, and I'm not being critical, but he put on a little bit of weight. So I wonder if he trained as hard, became a little bit complacent. We'll see if he's able to sort of get that focus back. Not that he's lost it, but you put on 10 pounds for a guy that's really struggled with putting on weight. Tells me that he enjoyed winning that.
So you're saying Super Bowl, NBA All-Star Game, all these appearances?
I mean, hey, Wilder was a celebrity throughout the year, but obviously Tuscaloosa's very own got the job done in Birmingham.
He did get it done. Deontay Wilder wins on a 9th round TKO over Eric Molina. Deontay improves to 34-0, 33 by knockout. Molina falls to 23-3 with a loss. Now, coming up tomorrow night on Sports Saturday, Bradley Woody and I are about to go into the interview room. We're going to have all the post-fight comments for you, interviews, and we'll have that tomorrow night on Sports Sunday. So BJ and Jen, an active night here. Perfect timing for us. The fight just ends. Deontay Wilder, still the WBC heavyweight champion of the world after a 9th round TKO of Eric Molina. Back to you guys in the studio. I'm Gary Harris.
Thanks, Gary, and we are looking forward to getting to share all of that with you tomorrow night on Sports Sunday. And now we're going to move on because Alabama
We've
football,
got the adrenaline going, though.
Yeah,
so.
but we
but
just
like
missed
a
it at
prize
the end.
fighter, we have to soldier on like Eric Molina did. He fought a tough fight.
He did. He really came in. He was ready to go. And yesterday, I actually got to speak to him one-on-one, and his camp said this is the most spiritually and mentally ready he was. And I think going 9 rounds with Deontay Wilder kind of shows that. But obviously, Deontay got it done in front of his home crowd, which they were chanting. We heard him, Deontay. So anyways, moving forward to Alabama football, they continue to knock out another week of recruiting.
Recruiting, that's right. Nick Saban's one of the undisputed champions of the recruiting world. On Saturday, he continued to prove why by securing a verbal commitment from Georgia tight end prospect Miller Forrestall. He's a 6'5", 215-pound product that picked Bama over offers from several big-time schools. Look what he did there. He's Alabama's second tight end commitment for the 2016 class. Here's a look at the numbers for Forrestall. He also held offers from Cal, Miami, and Mississippi State. Forrestall's the Tide's 4th commitment of the week and 15th overall for the 2016 class.
And the Tide is also receiving some interest from a Division I player who's looking to play his final year elsewhere. Oregon State's Richard Mullaney will transfer to another school after his final season ended in injury. Mullaney caught 83 passes over 3 seasons, and he would be eligible immediately. So that could be big there. And Crimson Tide cornerback Tony Brown and his track teammates Stephen Gale, Ahmed Ali, and Tadashi Pinder earned first-team All-American honors for their 4x100 relay at the NCAA Outdoor Track and Field Championships. The team finished in 8th place, but what was most impressive is that the foursome hadn't run together prior to the championships. The rising sophomore also appeared in 13 games as a freshman for the Tide football program, so congrats to him. And we still have more Sports Saturday coming your way, including the Braves trying to gain ground on the first-place Mets.
That's right. We're also going to take you to Omaha, where they have wonderful steaks and baseball. 2 SEC teams trying to get off to a fast start at the College World Series. We'll tell you how they did when we come back.
Hey, we're back with our play of the day, and it's a nice Superman-like play by the Detroit Tigers' Anthony Gose. He stretches it out and robs the Indians' Michael Brantley of extra bases. The Indians would defeat Justin Verlander. He was happy there, but later not so much because they lose. But what a play, nonetheless. And Anthony Gose didn't play college baseball, even though he signed with Arizona Wildcats out of high school, so he never got to experience the joy of Omaha.
That's right. You know, it doesn't sound exciting or exotic, but if you're a college baseball player, Omaha is paradise. The first of 4 SEC teams, the Arkansas Razorbacks leading off against Virginia today. Down a run, Andrew Benintendi gives the Hogs life. He jacks this solo shot out of the ballpark. We are tied. Almost hit the bullpen catcher there. But in the 8th, the Who's start swinging their mighty aluminum sticks, easy for me to say. Kenny Towns going to town. Double into right. The go-ahead run scores. The Cavs add some insurance in the 9th. And Virginia sends the Hogs to the losers bracket with a 5-3 loss.
Well, Florida then looking to be the first SEC team to move to the winners bracket. Gators found themselves down early, but they get it together. Bottom of the 4th, Buddy Reed with the RBI single to center. This ties the game up at 2. And then Peter Alonso sends up the sac fly, gives it just enough time, and the Gators officially take over. And I mean take over. This leads to an 11-run 4th inning. Florida goes through their lineup. Alonso totals 3 RBIs, and at last check, the score was at 11-2. So here's the schedule for Sunday. TCU and LSU will go first at 2 p.m. That game will be followed by the nightcap between Cal State Fullerton and Vandy. And we let off with some Major League action, and we'll keep it going now with the Atlanta Braves up in the Big Apple.
That's right. They began the day just a few games behind the Mets, who are in first in the NL East. But the game all but over. Bravos down 2 outs in the 9th. But no. Rally caps on. Cameron Maben, the single to left, that brought home Chris Johnson, 3-2 Mets lead. Next batter, Freddie. Freddie Freeman. He singles as well. In comes Jace Peterson to score. All tied up, going to extras. Guess who? In the 11th, Maben again playing the hero. He's got the cape on now. He gets a 2-run single. That would be plenty for the Braves. They pick up the big win, 5-3.
Joey Logano, the pole sitter in the Great Clips 250 in Brooklyn, Michigan today. Late in the race with only 14 laps to go, Paul Menard gets loose in a major wreck. Ryan Reed, Cale Conley, and Jeremy Clements get caught up in it, all of them. Wow.
Explosions.
And then with 4 to go, Kyle Busch makes his move on Chase Elliott, and Busch holds on for the win, the all-time Xfinity Series winner with now his 71st career victory. And here's the lineup for Sunday's Sprint Cup race in Michigan. Casey Kane is the pole sitter. His last win in Michigan came in 2006. Kevin Harvick will start at second, a place he's become familiar with lately. 8 second-place finishes for him this season.
It's pretty good. Round 3 of the FedEx St. Jude Classic up in Memphis, and Elvis would have loved this shot. Watch, Austin Cook out of the bunker. Oh, give that man a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Bam! Got it. Not to be outdone, though. Here comes our friend Lefty. That's Phil Mickelson. He hits this sweet shot on 17. That is a birdie. He moves to 3 under, but everyone is chasing. Greg Owen and Fabian Gomez heading into Sunday. They're 9 under par. More to come on Sports Saturday, including a good reason not to trust Cleveland meteorologists.
Not to trust.
Not to trust.
All right. And an NBA Finals Game 5 preview, so stay with us. What's coming up next.
This is what they were playing with tonight. This is what they were playing with tonight. Not basketballs, but bricks. But that's our team. You know what? We have good days and bad days, and we're going to bounce back. So let's get to it, Cavs. Recuperate, and we've got Sunday's ball game. And a lot of hacking.
Don't worry, we haven't been hacked. That's Cleveland meteorologist Mark Johnson taking some frustrations out with the weed whacker. That's right, about the Cavs' Game 4 loss in the NBA Finals. You know, I don't think our bosses would allow a weed whacker on set, so don't worry, no weed whackers for us.
A little dangerous. The Cavs and the Warriors also looking to leave their worry at the door as they head into Game 5 of the NBA Finals tomorrow night. With the series tied, LeBron James and Cavs are hoping that the fatigue, which seemed to plague them in Game 4, will disappear. Meanwhile, Steph Curry and Golden State will try to rely on what got them to this point, along with a little home court advantage.
You know, the momentum starts once the game starts, and see who can put the most possessions together, who can make the most plays, and put themselves and put their team in a position to win.
I think we're going to be really composed, really aggressive. We're going to feed off our crowd's energy tomorrow, which we're going to need, because you know, that's why you play so hard during the regular season, to have home court advantage.
And that's all for tonight, but we've got more exciting stuff coming up tomorrow night because we've got Molina and Wilder coverage.
That's right, Deontay Wilder, and still the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Much more from Gary tomorrow night, and of course Deontay Wilder. You'll hear that tomorrow at 10:13. Good night, everybody.
Good night.